What's up?
What's up, peoples? What's up? What's up?
What's going on? What's going on? This is Twin Flames Unite. We're at it again. And if y'all saw the cooking special, you see, got the motorbike.
So y'all already know what that moldavite's for, right?
Oh yeah.
Transformation, and keeping the hay back. So
Yeah.
killing two birds with one stone.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I guess I should have put in my contacts for this.
You ain't got your babe. How you gonna see? All right, I'm gonna see.
We'll be able to get it. We'll get it done. But what's going on, everybody? This is Twin Flames Unite, and we are at it again. And today we are going in and we are answering questions that you all may have as far as your spiritual journey, as far as your twin flame journey, or if you just got something you want to get off your chest.
Go on, get it off. We right here. Use our energy tonight.
Yes. We have been going all day.
All day.
We gotta be here for y'all.
We do.
Gotta be here for y'all.
We do. We've been extra busy because we've been homeschooling the kids. So.
Oh boy, we got Honeydew in the building. What's
in
up,
the
girl?
building. What's up, girl?
Yes.
Where's Marshawn?
Now, while we're waiting on some people to jump in, if y'all remember, we did talk about that we were going to start doing webinars to really go in depth with individuals and actually more in a group setting, being able to, for one, bring some people together to let y'all know that y'all are not alone.
Exactly. Make some good connections, some valid connections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because just making the comments on the YouTube channels, sometimes they are very helpful. But if you can...
Oh, you want some water, babe?
Yeah, I need something to drink.
Oh, I gotta go get my baby something to drink. I'll be right back.
Wow, that was...
Something went in the wrong throat.
Yeah, it's all good.
Let me go get some water.
But yeah, I'm good. But for those who are looking for a little bit more of assistance, some more one-on-one time, or just to connect with other like-minded individuals, we will be hosting our first live webinar, and that's going to be on September the 1st, right?
Yes, September the 1st. Go drink your water, babe. Give my baby his water.
Oh, wow. But yeah, so yeah. New
Hey,
what's
welcome.
up? Yes. So today we are doing a Q&A. So if you have any questions, something that you would like for us to dive into,
yes,
or if y'all are new to this channel, like you got a new subscriber, and you have some questions for us as far as our relationship and what we've experienced so far, you can definitely jump in with that.
Yes.
And baby got the sage going. You want to show them the sage?
I always have my sage, guys.
Just so y'all know, we ain't got just a fire going on in here.
You gotta keep keep it clear. So messages can come in.
Oh, there we go. Let's go to the live chat. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
All right.
Yeah. So, and also got a new change that just...
Oh, y'all know how I do. 1 minute I look like Keisha, the next minute I look like Suzanne, the next... You got to keep yourself interesting, Keep the readers wondering.
Yes. So if you all have any questions that you all would like to dive into this evening, feel free to drop a comment down below and we'll dive into it.
That's what we're here for. Honeydew, welcome. Oh, thank you, Honeydew. All right, guys.
That's just confirmation that we picked the right people to be moderators.
Yes, we did. We're still missing Marshawn. We're still waiting for Marshawn to log in.
I think she's probably getting off work.
Oh, she's probably getting off work right now.
Yep.
Yeah, because she usually jumps in a little later on. But guys, if you have any questions, we're right here. We're open for any type of questions that you might have, any type of outbursts, concerns. Just drop it right there in the box.
Right.
We are here. Use us.
Now, for the webinar that's going to come up on September the 1st, and how can we move on this? We are... What does that say?
How can we move on to this? We are ready, but I...
Oh, you got to put the rest of the part in.
Put the rest of the part in.
That was throwing me off. But the webinar that we're going to host, and um, that one is going to cover removing blockages.
Yes, guys.
So yeah,
And I think, okay, do you guys believe that union with your twin can be manifested, or is it all up to divine timing? That's a good question.
that is a good question. Now, it's actually a little bit of both.
That's what I was gonna say, but I'll let you.
It's a little bit of both because there's some work that you have to put in, and then there's work that the universe does.
Exactly.
And the universe is just following your lead.
Right.
Now, if you're putting in the work, like for example, what we're going to go through on the webinar, as far as really removing some blockages to allow things to flow, if you're doing that shadow work, then that allows the energies of the universe to flow more freely.
Right.
And if it is in the cards, or if it is in your soul plan to be with your twin flame in this incarnation,
Right.
then that would make it a lot easier for that to happen.
Right. It's kind of like getting the blocks out of the way. And the webinar that we're going to do, the first one, is going to be about removing spiritual blockages. A lot of people, they don't realize that they have blockages. They just know that stuff is not going like how they want it to go, or they keep having the same experiences over and over again, not in a positive way, mind you, and they don't know why. And it's because of blockages. Some of them we put there ourselves. Some of them, it's because of other encounters, other energies, and we really don't have a clue, some of us. And for the ones that do realize that they do have blockages, they don't know how to remove it. So it could be kind of difficult. Twin ran off and got married. Feels like messages from spirit to take my focus off him. Yes, listen to spirit, and onto myself. Yes, that is definitely spirit telling you that. Is there something about changing your focus from your twin to yourself that changes the game?
It's a big game changer.
It's
a big game changer.
In a good way, though.
Yeah.
In a very positive way, because that's pretty much what it does in the beginning, the whole twin flame dynamic. It leads you and it kind of pushes you into unconditional self-love.
Yes.
So you'll find that sometimes you'll be experiencing stuff like that. They might run off, or they might leave you heartbroken, or whatever the case may be, but it actually pushes you back to you.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, just roll with that. But I want to go back because I think the person who had put their comment in came back. Let's see. Sorry, we are in union, but we cannot touch each other. It is so insane and deep.
Intense.
Yeah, intense. I'm sorry.
Oh, that it's scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it sounds like you are in a long distance relationship, where y'all may not be in the same city, or I'm sorry, I'm being silly. Well, I don't know if it's silly or not, but I'm not gonna go there. But y'all are in a situation. Y'all are in a situation where y'all can't see each other.
They work together.
Oh, y'all work together.
That's like how we used to work together.
Oh man.
Yeah, that is very distracting. Like, I have to really agree with you. It is very, very distracting. But this is where you get to actually test yourself, and it's opportunities like this that I call obstacles, right? That really allows you to grow. What is the reason for the universe showing you your twin's name anyway? What do you?
I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that.
What do you mean showing you your twin's name?
What is that? Brianna Gray. What is actually?
Oh, everywhere. She said everywhere. Okay.
Your twin's name.
Everywhere. Okay. That might be an indication that you got to pay attention to something, because usually whenever there is a synchronicity, it's kind of like the universe is trying to get your attention. Yeah. Your attention is needed, so you want to pay attention to whenever you see the name. Also pay attention to what you're thinking about. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You guys are so sweet.
Yeah, because whenever you see, especially with the name, that's like a blatant sign in the face.
Hello.
Like,
hey,
look over here. You really want to pay attention to that, and for one, examine your relationship with that individual. Is it a situation where you all can actually talk with each other?
Right.
Is there any chemistry there? Is that person single?
Love you
Really,
too.
yeah, really take a step back and look at the situation in a whole. Look at the big
Yes.
picture to see if this is actually the right time to move forward. Because if that individual is already with someone, you may get into some sticky situations.
Right. So just kind of like pay close attention whenever you see the name. It's kind of like the repeater numbers, you know? It's like an indication that you got to pay attention to something.
Yep.
So whenever you see the name, pay attention to what you're thinking about. That's what you got to do. It's a synchronicity.
Yep.
All right, guys. So what do we got next? What do we got next?
And we thank y'all for the love.
Yeah, you guys are so amazing.
We try our best to keep ourselves up. I trim every now and again.
He don't got to do much. he always look nice.
But with the hair,
It's dreads.
Y'all, it has grown so much.
Oh, somebody said something.
Okay.
My twin flame is giving me hot and cold feelings. On 8/8. Ooh, Lionsgate.
Yes. Oh.
Wow.
That's significant
gateway.
on the gateway.
Yeah.
I feel like it is sacred for our connection. What should I do to help us get in union?
Okay.
Okay. Now, for one, you need to make sure before you all get into any type of union that you are completely whole in your mind, body, and spirit.
Right. And what that means is try to search yourself. Make sure that the aspects of yourself that you're not too happy about, make sure you're comfortable with those aspects of yourself. Once you get in union with your twin flame, they're gonna say, hey, you remember me?
those feelings, those situations, whatever's going on, it's gonna pop up, and your twin flame is gonna intensify that alert or that sign or whatever it is, whatever that feeling is, they're going to intensify it. And if you're running from it, you'll end up running from your twin.
Exactly, or vice versa. So just make sure that you do some soul searching, make sure that you're comfortable, make sure you do some integration, Definitely want to make sure that you're doing integration. We pass all the phases, run it and chase it, and we are in union now. We just can't have the courage to touch each other, but I'm pretty sure he will go through this.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, take in any situation, definitely take your time.
Yeah, I don't.
Because the union between twin flames is eternal.
Forever. Forever.
So you don't. There's nothing that you really have to rush on it, but you want to make sure that everything lines up.
Right.
And what I mean by everything lines up, it's the biblical term, like you have to be equally yoked.
Here we go.
You want to make sure that y'all are on the same spiritual level.
Right.
That you're on the same mental level.
Exactly.
And things of that nature, because when there's a mismatch, there's going to be a click clash.
Right.
So that Ryan,
look at you.
That Ryan.
Oh, check this out. Check my bar out.
Hold up.
So you want to make sure that you're reading from the same book, so you could be on the same page.
There you go. That's what I thought.
You heard?
Yeah.
Rippity rap clack clack.
Yeah. So just take your time. Don't rush it.
Yeah.
Just make sure that it's right.
Just take your time. Don't let anybody rush you. Y'all, we silly. If you're new to our channel and you don't know this by now, we are very silly.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's part of the reason why we look so young.
Yeah, we laugh. We try to keep a light spirit, light heart, because on this ascension journey, sorry guys, you can't take much with you.
No.
You got to leave a lot of stuff behind. Worries, problems. You can't take it because
you got to travel light.
You got to travel light because you have to fly. You have to ascend, and so the lighter your spirit, the easier it is for you to vibrate high, and the easier it is for you to manifest. Now, I'll tell you guys this little trick about manifesting. My baby, you gonna pick up where I drop off.
Yeah.
So when it comes to manifesting, right? If we have people in here that's having a hard time manifesting, say I me see some hands. I can't manifest this.
Or wave
or something.
Give them a 1.
Give me a 1.
I think that's what a lot of people do when they
give me a 1.
Give me a 1.
Yeah. If you're having trouble manifesting, it's the reason. Okay, there we go. See, I know we had somebody in here who. There you go. See, all right, Brianna, we got you. So, okay, so we got a couple people who's having a hard. Oh, somebody got 4.
they got the hands and feet.
Yeah, it's so funny in here. Okay, so, okay, so we definitely got to talk about this, babe.
Yeah.
So the reason why you're having a hard time manifesting is simply because there is a mismatch on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you're vibrating and what you're seeking.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same.
Yep.
Now, guys, we have programs in our subconscious minds from when we were kids. You know, that's just in there and it's embedded in there. Old programs that actually override what we're manifesting.
Yeah.
And it's done automatically. We don't even know it's happening.
Yeah. And quick example of that, as a child, my mother, single mom, she probably had about 2 or 3 jobs at once.
Ooh.
And for the longest of time, that's the way that I felt like I had to work. Because there were periods when I had 2 or 3 jobs at once.
5 jobs.
And that was stressful. And I didn't know exactly where it came from. But when I started to look back into my childhood, I was like, I saw my mom do it. Like, she didn't tell me, I just saw it. And that program was running in my head. So if you have things that are going on in your subconscious that is counteracting what you're trying to manifest, your subconscious is going to override it every time.
Every time. So you guys got to go and you got to do some deprogramming. I'm talking about some deep subconscious work. And for your subconscious, what it takes about 3 weeks to replace. And it's funny with habits. You can't stop a habit.
Not have a habit.
you have to find a way to replace it with something else. Isn't that crazy? So it's kind of like you have to literally go in there and it's like a computer. You got to reboot and you got to upgrade.
Yep.
And that is so many ways that you can reprogram the subconscious mind. We probably should do a video on how to reprogram the subconscious mind. But once you get your subconscious mind in alignment with what you're vibrating on, the things come a lot easier. Yep. And you really do have to do some deep soul searching and get in touch with your higher self, your divine self, God, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
You have to get that connection going.
Yep.
Because once you get that connection going, you get your subconscious in alignment to the things that you want to have or you want to experience.
Right.
And then you start changing your verbiage. Instead of I want, you start using the I am.
Oh, I have.
Oh, I have. I am that. I am.
There you go.
And you really gotta. It's funny because you have to almost be, not even almost, you have to be vibrating on a spirit of gratitude, constantly.
Yeah.
You really it's imperative to vibrate on the spirit of gratitude, and we learned that recently.
Yeah. And here's 2 other little nuggets to give you as far as helping you to manifest. And this is just a pointer to some of the things that are blocking you from manifesting what you want. Okay. Now, the first little nugget is that your environment.
Ooh.
And the people that you are around.
OMG.
Okay. I mean, the saying is true. If you hang around 5 broke people, you're liable to be the 6th. If you hang around 5 single people, you're liable to be that 6th single person. You get what I'm saying?
You see where we're going with this, guys?
So your vibe, your tribe.
Your vibe attract your tribe.
Yep,
and we're not saying that there's anything wrong with being broke or is anything wrong with being single. Because those 2 experiences, right? Though they might not be the most desirable at some points in your life, you got to admit that you learn a lot of lessons being broke and being single.
Yep.
Those 2 things will come with so many valuable lessons that will be so helpful to you when you're rich and you're married.
Yep.
So you kind of need the abstract, right? You kind of need that.
Need those extremes.
You need those extremes so you can appreciate one, because one don't exist without the other one anyhow.
Yep. And so I'm gonna let you read that. I'm gonna
Oh,
go
okay,
into the
okay.
second
You
one.
go into the second one, babe. You was about to say
Read that.
something.
Yeah, but the second thing that could possibly be blocking you from manifesting what you want in your life is that you have to look at what you're consuming. And I don't mean through your mouth. I mean, what are you consuming through your eyes? What are you consuming through your ears? What are you watching? Like, for example, if you watch Divorce Court, do you really think that you're going to have a successful relationship?
Come on now, guys.
If you watch, okay, I'm going to step on some toes here. If you watch Love and Hip Hop and you think that that's the way relationships go, I'm so sorry for you.
Somebody say you eat amazing and you become amazing.
That's awesome.
And guys, and pay attention to the fluoride, okay? The fluoride that's in our toothpaste and the fluoride that's in our drinking water. You definitely want to stay away from that poison. I mean, we changed our toothpaste a long time ago. And what did somebody say? Oh, 23. Guys, we got 23. That's my number.
Oh, nice.
And somebody said something else. Did we miss it? Babe, I got sausage fingers. I can't.
Let's see. No, somebody said the
Yes.
other day to speak words. Yeah.
Positive
Definitely
words.
Speak those positive
Yes.
words. So, yeah, those are just some little tips.
I'm a single mom and I work 3 jobs. It's so tiring. Yes, I've been there.
Yes,
I
Shanice,
just... Would she say something else?
Said
I just be wanting to give up and walk away. I've been there. I have been in that same space. And let me tell you.
Shanice, I walked away. I couldn't take it.
Listen, I did too. I did too. And you know, sometimes for your sanity, okay, you got to do things that allow you to regroup and to reset. Because sometimes you can go left.
Cool, they asked for toothpaste. I'm gonna get a toothpaste plug. I'll be right back.
Look at you. I'm gonna be with them. They're my friends, baby. Sometimes I'm talking to the single mom on here who's working at 3 jobs. I hope you're still with us. Sometimes you can go left and you don't always make it back right. Okay, so and sometimes you're in a situation where you really don't have any help, because I was in a situation where I had no help, had my kids, and I had absolutely no help. And I mean, I'm going to be really vulnerable with you guys, and I know it's on YouTube, but y'all don't judge me. And if you judge me, I'm not your friend and I don't care. But listen, it was so hard, guys. It was to a point where I started looking for a time machine, and I'm not joking. And I really was headstrong in finding this time machine to be like Thanos. Where I could make sure that, you know, hey, I'm going to just do 1 kid and that's it. Maybe 0. Trying to find that time machine and trying to tell myself, okay, I'm going to go back to when I was 17. And then, I was literally making these plans to find this time machine. Then I literally went on YouTube. I was looking for this time machine. I'm not playing. Don't judge me.
She ain't playing,
I'm not playing. And then when my kids got me upset, I used to be like, don't make me go look for that time machine. My son reminded me of that the other day. Man, I tell you, sometimes single parents, they go through some really trying times.
Yes.
And sometimes it's hard to see how you're going to make it at the other end. But you know, if you give up, you won't get to see your success. You won't get to, because now I can really say, as many a times I think I wasn't gonna make it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and try to act like it was easy. But hey, look, now if I had given up, right?
We wouldn't be here.
We won't be here, and then I won't be here to share my story. You know, to let someone else know, hey, I've been there, and it's okay. It's, you know, you can make it through.
Yep.
You just got to keep that spirit going, you know, that don't give up spirit, and try not to look for the time machine like I did.
Yep. And just real quick, this is just a product plug that we're not being paid for, but if y'all want to pay us, pay us. But this is the actual this is the actual toothpaste that we use.
Yeah, and it's good.
And it may be backwards for y'all, but y'all can see it's Tom's, and it's got the fluoride free. I don't know if that came
that's
in focus.
really, really good.
Yeah.
And we also drink alkaline water. We get it from what's that place?
It's a health food store.
A health food store, and we go and
Organic Harvest.
Organic Harvest, and we fill up our bottle.
Another plug. Man, we need to be getting paid for this.
It don't matter. The universe is gonna bless us.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's we get it from the store. And you fill it up. It's not even expensive.
No, it's like 90 cents a gallon.
Say, well, yes, I had to quit my 9 to 5. Yes, because my sanity and health depended on it. Yes, sweetheart,
Yep.
I just had to
We
do the
had
same
to do
thing.
the same thing.
Best
So
decision.
we feel you,
Yes,
Karen.
we feel you. Yes, yes.
Yes.
I had to leave. I was
Do
going
those numbers.
crazy. I couldn't stay.
Um,
So
now,
I'm with you.
when it comes to those synchronicity numbers, when you see the 11, 11, 7, 7, 7,
Ooh.
one of the things that we recommend for everybody when you seeing these and you don't know what it is, Google it. Like not trying to be mean or anything like that, but when you Google it, because those numbers have so many different
They do.
meanings. And usually with 1111, it's some type of gateway.
It is a gateway.
Okay?
You gotta pay
And-
close attention.
And it usually does have some ties to twin flames. 'Cause we look at 1 and 1 come together.
Right, divine
So-
masculine, divine feminine.
And then the other thing when it comes to those synchronicity numbers, they're also activations to your
Right.
DNA, to your subconscious. It's like an alarm clock
Right.
waking you up.
Kind of going off. Like you set it before you come here. Kind of like going to sleep and setting your alarm to wake up at a certain time. But it's up to you. If you want to hit the snooze button, you can. But how many times are you going to hit the snooze button before you really realize what's going on?
Yeah.
So it's an awakening code. And
Yep.
you set these things for yourself before you come here, guys.
Let's see.
I was a single parent of 3 children before I got married. Worked long hours. Don't beat yourself up. Yes, do the best that you can.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Who was that?
Maya, thank you.
Oh,
Our
wow,
Maya,
we just went
yes.
all over the place. Okay.
Thank you
So-
guys for giving each other strength.
Yes. Let's see. I am glad to see you together. Hey, we glad you here.
We are glad you're here, family.
Let's see. How long was your process before you both came together in union? I've been going through this since January 2016.
Oh, wow, girl.
Now, see, for us with our journey, wow. I mean,
Yeah. Our
it's hard
journey.
it's hard to say because I mean, if y'all watched the video that we did about
What is it? How we met?
Yeah, how we met.
Yeah, how we met.
Y'all will find out that we actually went like a whole year from seeing each other to not seeing
each other.
and then seeing each other again.
Yep.
And during that time period, like, to be honest, we weren't checking for each other for real.
Listen, I told y'all what I did. I blocked him on Facebook. I blocked
Yeah.
him on I blocked him everywhere. Deleted his number, like everything.
Right.
Because, it was crazy. Like, he was married. Like, what the hell? I'm like, Alicia, what you doing?
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You're better than this. So I left over there where he was, and I applied for a different position.
Yeah,
Got
we
the job.
pretty much lived our life.
Lived my life.
Yeah.
Like he didn't even exist, You know what I'm saying?
It's funny every time we hear it because, and for those of y'all who haven't watched that video about how we met, definitely go back and watch that
Yes.
video. But like, we didn't know what twin flames were until
Yeah.
we were about 2 months into our relationship.
Yeah, because it was just intense. Like, I sat in my car. Remember, baby, I sat in my car one time and I wrote a song. Remember that song?
I still remember that.
I was like, I'm writing a song. This is insane. Remember?
To me, baby.
Hey, I can write a love song.
We got to play it for y'all one time.
And you can sing it to me, baby.
Yeah. I mean, we were deep in it, y'all.
Song.
So yeah, so when it came to that process, and to say the length of the process is going to be different for everybody because everybody is not willing to put in
The work.
the work that has to be done. And to be honest, we were forced into doing our
We
work.
really were.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have a choice. It is sink or swim.
Mm-hmm. You
So-
can sing. I was trying to avoid shit, but
Yeah, we were both trying to
yeah,
avoid
but
shit.
higher self won't let me. And actually, that's the time when I really had the spiritual experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at one point, everything I always went to the three. It was 3 trees in the back where I was
Mm-hmm.
staying, and I always went there with my amethyst crystal, and I just
Mm-hmm.
kind of sat there with my black and mild. Don't judge me. I see you over there trying to judge me.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going through a lot. So I had my black and mild, I had my crystal, and I was, really opening up. And when the entire place just turned like white. And I was tired, I was weary. I'm like, you know what, I'm really tired. I've been doing my work. I've been doing my soul searching. I have my crystals. I'm taking my baths. I'm really like loving. I'm loving. I'm enjoying my own company. I'm not like yearning for anyone. I feel complete. I'm like, what's next? And it's like, that's when I got message about him. I didn't even meet him yet.
Right.
And they were like, okay, we're going to send him. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, what? Who's he? It's like, but when we send him, you have to promise to love him. Yeah. And I felt a type of way. I got to be honest. I was like, wait, hold up now. What you mean? I love people.
Yeah.
Don't try to play me. Like, what you mean now I got to love him?
Yeah. And you know what? Just talking about this right now, I just pretty much got like an aha moment as to why our process, I guess you can say, probably only lasted about a year. Right. Because we really got pushed into a situation where we had to grow, because I was living in a roommate situation, paying way too much for rent.
Me too.
Just got divorced, having to pay child support, having to pay my other bills, and I was stressing out because like I ain't have enough money. Like a lot of times when after I got paid, I may had $10 left.
Right.
And it really got to the point where we were both like, what the fuck?
Right.
And so, and I think that's the difference between some other people, correct me if I'm wrong, but some people are not at that point where they don't have any other options.
But they don't have a choice.
They got other things to fall back on. They have other people to fall back on. That was the other thing. I had nobody else.
Nobody.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Right. To not have anybody to confide in, nobody to give you a hug, to tell you that you're awesome.
And you're super awesome. Like, he's just super awesome. I can't even believe that.
Yeah, and see, that's why we say don't look at our relationship, because if you want to get to where we are, we went through it.
We did. And it's funny because when I was going through my stuff, right, he was going through his stuff, and it was kind of like we didn't even know it though. We didn't know it. It's not until we came together and we started telling each other. We were even living in the same, like when he moved, I was moving around the same time. It's crazy. And then when you moved into your roommate situation around the same time, I moved into my roommate situation, the room situation. We were just living in a smaller area.
Miss Gray, she said, I had the realization that I've been running from myself and labeling him as a runner when it was really me. Ooh.
Girl, you better speak on this.
You're doing some work, girl.
Baby. You gotta say that again. You gotta say that again. Hold on, because stop. That is
Okay, she said, I had the realization that I've been running from myself and labeling him as a runner when it was really me.
Girl, I love you, because this is a fact.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been doing some work. I'm so proud of you. Y'all give a round of applause.
Round of applause for Miss Gray.
She's been doing some work, because you really have to be at a point, within yourself to actually come to that realization, because most people would deny it. But the first step to recovery is acceptance.
Yep. And we're saying much love to your twin flame that's going through that dark night of the soul.
Because it's not easy.
Who is that? That was my love. Definitely send much love to your twin if they're going through that dark night of the soul. It is not easy.
You need to speak your truth to your twin flames so they're not
left in the dark.
Yes, you got to. You got to stay authentic, guys. Staying authentic is so important. And somebody said, hello, you both are amazing. My twin is in no contact now. I think he's going through it. Oh, that's the one. Send him love.
Yeah, send them love.
Send them love energy. Go into meditation and send them love energy. You could do that. You can do that in dream state. You can do that through meditation. Guys, we are multi-dimensional beings. When you really wake up and you realize that you're a multi-dimensional being, things change. Your life really does change when you have that awakening, We have all these layers that you can't see that you can use to do different things.
Uh,
If somebody said,
Now,
can you guys?
to Alex, yeah, that connection. Sometimes you see that connection in our videos where we read each other's mind.
Oh, all the time.
It is like crazy, and y'all are so welcome. And we're here to do this pretty much for y'all, to help out as much as we can. Let's see, my twin and I just realized that we are twin flames this past week. We have been in a relationship for 4 years.
Wow.
Awesome. A few separations and
oh, you're the runner.
Yes,
wow,
yes.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, and that is beautiful, and you know, and that may actually be a real benefit for you because instead of focusing so much on the twin flame aspect, you are actually focused more on the relationship part, which at some point, if y'all are running and coming back together, that means that y'all are doing some work. Y'all actually talking and communicating to the point where y'all can come back together.
And you're growing each time. So you're learning and you're growing, because the runner and the chaser phase is really an opportunity to grow. I mean, that's what that phase is about. Everybody is not able to, you know, face themselves, like the sides that they don't like, you know, in front of them. So they leave and they grow and they come back. Wearing the mask.
Yep, don't wear that mask. Just be authentic.
Take it off. Lose the persona, lose the person, and let the real you come out. Shine. Let that real you shine unapologetically. Because it's beautiful. You're made from light and love, and that's what you are. You're love and you're light. You're unconditional love. That's where you came from. So when you let that shine out, it's beautiful. No matter what they say, if they tell you something different, tell them that Leisha said you're a lion. You are a liar because I am beautiful.
That dog won't hunt.
You're so silly.
Yes, this is the past time I had much peace.
So much peace.
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh, I love it.
Then he came
chasing back. Dashing. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Came dashing back.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love it. I love it.
Yes. Yeah, and this is funny, y'all, because you know, we say that part of some of the lessons that we learn through this journey is letting go, and it's so easy to say.
Yeah.
But once you get to the point where you can let go of expectations of whether or not you want to be in union or not, it's funny how it comes up after you let it go.
Man, you just gotta let it go. Somebody asked if we have visions.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, all the time.
Yes, and I just had one recently that really had me take many seats. I took many seats for this vision. I had this vision, a year ago about Josh?
Yep.
Took many seats, guys. I don't know if I told you about this vision I had with Josh. He's our friend now. Like, it's so crazy how this happened. About a year ago, got this vision that I'm going to see this guy. He's going to be more or less like a white guy. And he is going to be wearing a red shirt. And he's going to have a pink bag. And his name is Josh. Okay? And the vision was whenever I see him, the journey is really going to begin. That's when stuff is really going to start happening. So I'm like, feeling kind of strange. I'm like, who do I tell this to? And so I told one of my friend at the time. And so me and her, we here looking for this Josh. We all outside looking. Oh, he got a red shirt. You think it's him? And then I'm like, baby, I look crazy. I'm out here looking for somebody with it. How I know this is real? And so I stopped looking. And how about not too, like what, a month ago?
About a month
and
ago.
you've been, where did you meet Josh? Like on the
2
internet?
months ago. Yeah. In the Facebook group.
On the Facebook group when we doing the whole sovereignty stuff, and that's where he met Josh. And it didn't even dawn on me because I had stopped looking for this Josh because I'm like, this is insane. And so one day I'm in the bedroom and then I seen the text come in and it said Josh. Then I got something was like, that's him. And I'm like, I brushed it off because that's like, come on, Leisha, get yourself together. Because I always brush it off. And that's how I know it's for real, because I always brush it off. And so I came out the room. This one comes in. He's like, baby, what's the name of that guy in the vision that you had with the red shirt? I was like, holy shit. Because I was trying to ignore it. And so I'm like, okay, so this is the second time, so this is probably it. I'm like, his name is Josh. He's like, Josh, huh? And I was like, yeah, but he was wearing a red shirt and he had a pink bag. So he's like, I have a strange feeling about this. This might be Josh. I'm like, his name is Josh. I'm like, but he probably don't even like red or none of that stuff. I mean, what he's going to do with a pink bag? Because he's so masculine, right? Now, we are heading to a metaphysical store one day.
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. We're going to Whole Foods. No,
Another
Golden
plug.
Temple. Golden Temple. We're going to Golden Temple.
Another plug.
And, yeah, that's another plug. Well, you can only get that if you're in Alabama, though. So we're going to Golden Temple. And just for shits and giggles, I'm like, you know what? Let me tell Josh about my vision. So I'm telling him about my vision, and he's getting goosebumps. We're getting goosebumps. So I'm like, Josh, I mean, I know your name is Josh. You're a white guy. Boom. That's the signs that I'm looking for. You know, you're doing this whole sovereignty thing. You're really uplifting us. We're uplifting each other. We're going in this very strong direction. And so I'm like, is your favorite color red? Or do you own a red shirt? He was like, I'm wearing a red shirt right now. What you talking about? That's my favorite color. I got a red hat on. I got a red shirt on. Goosebumps. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Okay, 3 points. Okay, bam, let's try the pink bag. So I'm like, do you have a daughter? He's like, yeah, I got a daughter. I'm like, do you carry her pink bag for her? He's like, yeah, she got this pink bag. I'm always carrying her bag because the bag is heavy and she got her like all her stuff in the bag and it's heavy and she can't carry it. So he's always carrying her bag for her. That was it. I was done.
Yep.
I was finished. I had to. We always in the car like paralyzed, like.
Yeah. And just to answer, I think 2 of the questions that came up. One person said that she's in a situation where the person is married, but he's trying to get in a relationship with her, but she's like, no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
And so she's asking for some advice on that. And we would advise you to keep doing what you're doing. Hold your standards up. Don't get into a messy situation because how you get them is how you're gonna lose them.
And not even that too. You wanna think about it this way, right? Because sometimes it does work out, but then you can really got to think about it really deep on a deeper level, on a more spiritual level, right? When somebody's currently in a relationship, they still living together, you know, and they still got their stuff that they got to sort through. You want to give them that opportunity, right? To get through whatever they're going through. And once they're done and once it's clear and they've gotten everything out, then it would make sense for you guys to connect. Because if you connect in the mess, you know, you can't, how do I put this? If you roll in the mud, you're going to get dirty. Okay? Yep. You're going to get dirty if you roll in the mud. So you just want to leave that alone, as hard as it is sometimes. You know, and then you got to think about it too, on a feminine level. When, let's say, you know, you do that while they're married and, you know, he leaves her and you guys get together, you're never going to trust him. I promise you, you are never going to trust him.
And that's a good segue into the next question, which is, what are some good tips for letting go?
Smoke marijuana. No, I'm playing. I'm just playing. I'm playing. For letting go. Tips for letting go, guys, is just connecting with your divinity within, your essence. Somebody say yes. You see, I knew somebody was going to be encouraging it. Connect with your divinity. Go into practice meditation. Practice breathing techniques. Like, there are so many different breathing techniques that we've been trying lately, and they're just immaculate. Immaculate. Those breathing techniques, they actually help you to control your energy within, which is your emotions, your energy that's moving in your body, that's making you snap your hands and, you know, do all the extra stuff, making you happy, making you sad, making you cry. Those are emotions. And they fire off in our brains and our synapses. They fire off. And when they fire, we do things. So when you practice all those breathing techniques, it teaches you how to control those energies. And then you'll see somebody will come and they'll be like, you're ugly and I can't stand you. And you're going to just look at them like, oh, you're having a very rough day, Patrick. Because things are not moving you. And you know, you're sturdy. And you have that, you've developed that self-mastery within you. So practice some breathing techniques. Go to YouTube and look up the power of the breath.
Yes.
And learn some breathing techniques. Learn to meditate and connect with yourself, because once you connect with yourself, you're unstoppable.
Yep. And somebody just asked another question about how do you know if your visions are real? Now, to be honest with you, when it comes to your visions, you can't discount either one of them.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot of visions, and we're like, oh, that's just a crazy.
Brush
dream.
it off, and those are the ones that you want to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Those ones where you go like this, yeah.
Yeah, don't
Those are really the
discount
ones.
any
Yeah.
of them. If you can, keep a journal.
Yeah.
If you can't keep a journal, have some type of recording device next to you when you wake up, so that way you can record yourself telling about your dream.
Yeah.
Because it may not make sense at this very moment. Sometimes they do, because sometimes dreams seem very real.
Right.
Some can be very symbolic. But you want to get in the habit of writing down your dreams, recording your dreams when you wake up.
Exactly.
So that as you go about your day, it's like a big puzzle piece. It's like a big puzzle piece. As a dream that you had months ago may be relevant today.
Exactly.
So,
and also I want to let you guys know that when you're doing your subconscious clearing, because sometimes when we have dreams, and I get what she's saying, how do we know if it's real? Because sometimes when you have a lot of stuff going on in the subconscious, they can shine in our dreams. Because we're not paying attention to them. We shrug it under the carpet, like, those things are non-existent, and everything wants the spotlight.
Yeah.
So it shines in our dreams, in our dream world. So the more work that you do as far as your subconscious, getting those cleared out, you're doing your integration, you're doing your childhood healing, your visions are going to start to make more sense.
Yes.
Because it's not going to be so much where your childhood trauma is trying to show itself out in your dream. It's really more of you connecting with your divinity, with God, with the universe, and really getting to harness that connection with Mother Gaia, with nature. So I would say doing more inner work, clearing out those traumas and all that stuff. And then you'll start to see your visions is a lot clearer to you. Because now it's a vision instead of trauma mixed with vision, or just trauma trying to show out, if that makes sense.
Yep. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a question right here that I wanted to go into. Who is this? No name. Okay. Twin flames are growing in numbers. We are becoming
all one.
We are making the world better.
Yes.
And that is a beautiful thing, because we are seeing a lot of twin flames come into union.
Oh yeah.
And that is a beautiful thing to see, because that means that there is a balance that is occurring.
Yes, a balance within each of us. The divine masculine and the divine feminine within each of us. Not together,
right,
but within each of us. Don't ignore messages from the angel visions. Are proof that everything happens for a reason. Exactly. I've always had very disturbing yet very vivid end of time dreams. Well,
a lot of people have that, and you know what? I really want to say that is a program that is running in our minds, because this, especially if you're a religious person, or if you're Christian, I mean, it's always talked about end days, and the end of days is really, actually, you know what? I just got an aha moment on that, because a lot of us are having these end time dreams, but what's happening is that the age of Pisces and the age of Aquarius, they're right at that point where one is ending and the other one is beginning. That's what's going on. That is your higher self telling you that age that we were in, a Pisces, where things were hidden, is fading away. Now it's still a little bit of Pisces left.
Tiny bit of fish.
It's still a little bit left, but it's slowly going away, and it's going to be full-blown Aquarius, and everything is going to be revealed.
Exactly, everything. Have you, come on, like, you really have to, if you haven't noticed by now, it's because you don't want to notice. Like, everybody is seeing synchronicities. Yeah, it's like Bird Box. You right now, like Anjanella Bassett, like this, go, I don't want to see.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's like 555, 1111, 222, 111. You know, repeating names, like nobody was talking about this about what 10 years ago. You got to think about it. It's a shift. It's a paradigm shift. Something shifted. Something really big shifted. While we're all now going into this love phase.
Yeah.
So it's the end of one age and the beginning of another. And if you guys study like the zodiac signs, you will really see how they interconnect and they intertwine. When they're talking about the end of age, they're referring to the zodiac signs. They're not really referring to like the world blowing up and coming to an end, even though on some timelines that probably did happen where humanity did self-destruct.
Oh yeah, there's plenty. I mean, and that's one of the reasons why so many light workers were sent when they called the first wave, the second wave, the third wavers. These light workers were sent because those dreams that you had are situations that actually happened.
Probably did in another timeline.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But because the light workers are here and we're helping to shift that timeline so that it doesn't happen by spreading love. That is what's stopping the end times from really coming. And somebody had one other question I wanted to jump into. Where did it go?
What does it mean?
Oh, when somebody asked, what does it mean when you stop dreaming about your twin and you stop seeing synchronicity numbers? In my personal experience, that's when I wasn't in alignment. Okay? Because there was a certain point of time where things were just a little too rough. And it's like, I don't want to see no synchronicity numbers, forget all that. I'm trying to make stuff happen. But I was living in my lower nature, which really took me out of alignment. And I had to get myself back up. I had to spiral back up. And once I did that, I started seeing the synchronicity numbers all over again.
And usually that's when you're living in the root chakra. Because the root chakra represents survival, it represents fear, the lower nature. So if you're living in the root chakra, I mean, all of the chakras are there for purposes and reasons, but it's not a good idea to just live in that area right there. You got to have that balance, that integration with all.
Yep. What was that last one? Let's see.
Yes, because people started to hate each other and started to believe systems, politics, and destroy. Yeah, she's talking about one of the timelines.
Yeah.
This place, but Avengers are. What she said? Avengers are.
Oh, we talking about Avengers?
Here on Endgame. I am so done with y'all today.
but that movie, if you really pay attention to it, it does give you some insight as to what's going on in this world.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does.
This stuff is not by chance, and just a little change, and it's fun. I gotta say this, just a little bit of change. When they say that one person can change the world, it really can.
It really can.
Because if one person doesn't shoot somebody, that change. Like imagine if the school shootings never happened. Imagine if Trayvon Martin was never killed. Imagine if Martin Luther King was never killed.
Now you're going real deep, baby.
I mean, just a little bit of change.
One person, and this is just one person.
And you may be coming in contact with that next person that causes this mass trauma. But because you're able to show them love.
Reverse tragedy, yes.
Yeah. But because you're able to show them love, you're preventing something from happening. And what was the other show? There was a show on Netflix called Travelers.
I love Travelers. Sorry guys, I got excited for 2 seconds.
And if you look at Travelers, like they're traveling back in time to stop the apocalypse. And there are certain points in time where they're trying to stop somebody from doing something. Like these TV shows, they really give you the game. For example, The Messengers also.
Oh my goodness.
On Netflix. Like there were times that they knew that a horseman was about to be activated, but they tried to intervene. They tried to get to that specific point to stop them from changing into one of the
the four horsemen. Yep.
So it's all, there's a little bit of change, and you all can help in making that change.
I believe so.
So don't doubt yourself when you go and you give somebody some food to eat that's been on the streets. You helping to make a change when you help a child build up their self-esteem so that they don't feel like they're not
worthless
enough.
Or not enough. You're changing our whole life, because that one life affects thousands. You don't even know if millions, because you don't know what that one child is going to grow up to be. So you don't really know who you're impacting.
Yeah, so don't discount, and that's why it's so important to do your work, because if you're not in a place where you're whole, you can't help anybody else. You can't give to somebody something that you don't have.
Right.
If you don't have that love for yourself, you can't give love for anybody else.
Exactly, because I want to give you $1 million right now. I ain't got it. I don't got it to give.
Not this
second. We're going to have it later.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as an example. You might want to give somebody something, but first you have to possess it before you can give it to them. And that's why it's so vital to do our work, do our integration with ourselves, pull our lower nature up into the light, into our higher self.
Yep.
I am becoming truly whole within myself. I love it. I believe you.
Yes.
I believe you, and keep going, keep doing it, keep rising to the top. It's ascension time, baby.
Yeah, it's time to make some changes up in here. So yeah, I'm sorry y'all for that rant. That just kind of hit me.
You and this Moldavite, it's the Moldavite that's bringing in all this.
But yeah, but it just hit me like it's like just those small changes can change the whole course of history.
It really can, and that's what we're doing.
Oh, my story.
The mystery. We tired of the history. Because whoever win the war tells a story. And you know how it go when somebody win, and they probably don't win truthfully. They were conquerors, and we all know what con means. Anything that begins with con, we all know what that means.
That they tricked somebody.
Con, it means a trick. So when you conquer someone, you trick them into winning.
Yep.
So the conquerors write history. So it's time for us to have our mystery, which is my story.
Yep. Let's see, do one of you guys know what the symbol of cats are? Oh, you know what? If somebody has the answer to that about cats, as far as the symbolism, I know that they are very spiritual animals. If y'all know anything about cats, please let us know, because there's this cat that's in our neighborhood. It's a black cat.
And he likes you.
He really likes me. It's a black cat. He has white paws. And for the longest time, he used to always cross the path before I drive out.
The cat down the road. Y'all cut it out. We trying to be serious.
I'm talking about it is the cat down the road. But one day I was out and I was taking the trash out, and I saw the cat. The cat saw me. And so I sat there and I was like, how you doing? And so it walked over to me. It purred. It rubbed itself on me, and then it went about its business. I was like, wow, like most cats don't just come up to people. So if anybody knows the insides,
somebody say I'm telling Ralph. He stole Ralph's cat.
If anybody knows the inside story for cats and the symbolism of it, definitely email us. The email is in the description.
I do.
What's that?
So when cats come around, it's usually a good thing. Because cats are very spiritual creatures. Back in the days, with Egypt and the pharaohs and stuff, they always had cats around. Cats were actually idolized and worshipped at one point in time. When cats come around you, if you have a cat, or if they just decide to just come and they purr or they rub against you, most of the time they're trying to protect you from something that's around, like something negative. And if you have a cat in your house and you notice that it sleeps at your bed, at the bottom of your bed, cats can balance out your energies for you. They help to balance out your negative and positive energy that you carry within, and they kind of like soak it up. So if you have a cat and you're noticing that your cat is gaining a lot of weight, it's because it's not getting a chance to actually push out the energy that it's pulling in. So cats are good. Cats are good. I mean, some people are allergic to cats, but when it comes to spirituality, they're really good creatures to have around, or animals to have around, because they can actually see things that humans really can't see with the naked eye. Well, most of us, some people can, but they're really good to have around, and they're spiritual animals, very very spiritual, very very in tune.
Well, Aaron, you are blessed to have a father like that, to be so in tune, to share that knowledge about sovereignty and gold and everything. I wish my dad did that for
Wow.
me. Yeah. How come twins are very similar physically? I mean, when you think about it, twins, that's the closest thing that I can tell you. True, because when, come on now, comments. Sorry y'all for the shaking. I'm trying to run these comments. We gotta start doing this like on the laptop.
Yeah, we need like a laptop. If you guys want to donate, give us some what you call them, baby?
Laptop.
Give us a little
Oh, you talking about the donations?
Yeah, if y'all want to send a little donation so we can get a laptop, we're not gonna reject it.
Nah.
What's the next? Haha.
What's that? See, last Monday morning I drove to work and I had driven for 45 minutes before I stopped when I went to the store. A guy came into the store, said he had a cat in
your hood. I went outside, opened the door, and a cat was sitting
on the radiator.
What?
How did that happen? How did the cat get in the car?
You see, when stuff like that happen, that's like a guardian angel. Like it's like a spirit animal of some sort, and that cat might be there to protect you. So cats, like sometimes cat will pick you. They'll come to you. Like I had this friend, and she had gotten this new place, and it came with a cat. She was like, "Why is this cat not leaving?" It never left. She still got the cat. And that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing when a cat stays with you. It rained the night before. I think wow. That is beautiful. And you're a beautiful person.
Do you have a Jeep Wrangler?
Wow. How did it climb in? What are the steps to leave my toxic work environment? Girl, boy, who is this? Girl. Faith. Dedication.
Like, okay, here, we're gonna be real with you on this, because some people like, man, the Lord did it.
Right.
Okay, if you want to set yourself up for success in leaving even a toxic relationship, whether it's at your job or actual relationship with an individual, make sure, start setting up your exit plan now.
Yeah.
If you want to start a business, start working on that business now.
Now's the time.
If you want to work at a different place, start putting in applications now, so that you can get out of that situation. You got to start planning your exit right now.
So she said, every time I try to leave, something crazy happens. Stop saying that.
Yep.
That's the first thing you got to do. You have to change your verbiage. Remember what we talk about, the subconscious and the sabotage? You have to change. You got to change that. So you have to now start saying that I am powerful. I am leaving this job. I am going to create a way. And while you're saying it, do it.
Yep.
And you got to find some way to get in your subconscious mind, because that's a program that's not serving you. You got to get rid of that program, because it's you have to understand that we are powerful beings. We are human beings.
Yep. And after this video is over, like scroll back to the point where we were talking about manifesting. I don't know if you were here at that time, but there are certain things that are in our life that are blocking us from manifesting that we want, and it's because of subconscious way of thinking. Also conscious things, because you're saying that you can't leave. Every time you leave, something happens. That's your conscious telling you, like, okay, so my subconscious is telling me I don't need to leave this job. My conscious telling me I don't need to leave.
So
this
you
job.
Really ain't gonna leave.
You ain't gonna leave.
You ain't gonna leave.
And
it's just gonna keep on going like that until you decide to make a change, because we become the story that we tell ourselves. So you got to
Exactly.
change the story that you're telling yourself. So
Yep.
whatever story you're telling yourself, that's what you're going to experience always. Like that's
100% of
law.
the
I'm not
time.
even making that up.
Yeah,
We
we
all,
all yeah.
yes,
We all
very, very
energy.
powerful energy. So you just have to learn how to use those energy to serve you so you can get to your highest self. And I really would like if you guys can come to our webinar that we are doing. It's
On
about
September the
on
1st.
September the 1st. This webinar is going to be about removing blockages. And I really think that by us, all of us coming together in the webinar, this can really help us to remove some blockages that's preventing us from moving to the next step.
Hmm. Yeah. And so by the end of this week, we're actually going to put a post on our Instagram. We're going to put a post on our YouTube channel,
Yes.
on our Facebook page with the link for individuals to sign up for their webinar. And just to start out so we can get a feel for it, we're actually going to limit it to just 30 people.
Yeah.
So if y'all got on, y'all leave room for like what 7 more people to
Yeah.
get in. But yeah, we're going to keep it kind of a small group so that we can really keep control of it and keep
Yeah.
the flow of everything.
The divine masculine go through of course. Of course.
What's the question?
Do divine masculine go through dark night of the soul?
Man, I was-
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna come in because and for our divine masculine, if y'all know of a divine masculine, definitely shout out this video to them, forward it to
Yeah.
them, because we are looking for more of our men or our masculine energies. But to be honest, yeah, I was in a fetal position, and this was before I got with Leisha,
My
because there were
baby.
points where I just wanted to go on to glory, you know. So yeah, we go through it too. I mean, and see, that's the thing. You can't say that one side goes through it and the other one doesn't. We both have feminine and masculine in us, so we're both going to go through the same thing.
Mm-hmm. You guys are amazing, and I like how you guys we're a strong community. So even in the chat, we help each other, and that's beautiful. So if you guys would like to come to the webinar, we have 29 viewers here right now. If there are people here that's interested in attending the webinar with us, it'll be about an hour, hour and a half. If you can just raise your hand so we'll know, if to maybe send you an invite, or
Yeah.
if you want to send us an email at twinflamesunite@gmail, so we can tell you more about the webinar.
Yep.
That will be awesome. But for right now, you can just show some hands, say "I" if this webinar, removing blockages, is something that you think that might be helpful for you. Wonderful.
There we go.
All right, so we got Libra Girl, we got
yeah.
Miss Sweetness.
Yes.
Awesome. All right,
Yeah.
Maya, that's what's up.
Yep.
So that's beautiful. And
Yeah.
there'll be a nice community event, because sometimes it helps to share your story with other people. Kind of gives you strength to, to get up and do what you have to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it'll be an awesome opportunity. Because if you all have ever done a Zoom webinar where you got all the different pictures, you don't have to show your picture if you don't want to, but you can see all of the different people who are going through the same or similar situations that you're going through, and so it's just an opportunity to create more connections. It's an opportunity to grow spiritually and mentally, and it's also an opportunity to what's the word I'm looking for? I just drew a blank. Never mind. But it's an awesome
Are
opportunity.
you just gonna do? My baby tired. I think
Yeah.
we're tired right now.
Yeah,
We've been up
but-
since 5 o'clock this morning.
5 in the morning?
You see, we love you guys. We're still gonna come on here and we're gonna give you guys some love, because you never know who you're reaching. You never know. This might have been somebody last day. Like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. And
Yep.
by just being here, listening to us or talking with someone in the chat, that might change something in their life, might change their perspective. So
Yep.
we take this very serious,
Yeah.
what we do to uplift each other.
Yeah. And yeah, so I mean, we've been on here for a while. It has been a long day. So we got to get some rest, y'all.
We do.
We gotta-
Marsha!
Alicia.
We've been waiting for you.
You know, we've been on this whole live just for you. Just
I
waiting
know,
for
we've been waiting for you. Everybody say, what up to Marshawn, guys?
Oh, boy.
What up, Marshawn?
Marshawn. But
Oh.
we're about to head out because it's been a long day.
It has, guys. It's
And,
been such a long day.
So much got accomplished today. So
See everybody say hi to Marshawn. You know it's the real deal. Holyfield just came on.
Yep. We're probably gonna end up pushing our lives back 30 more minutes. Just give Marshawn just enough
I
time.
know. That's so beautiful. Yeah, we might have to do it like at 7:30.
Yeah.
Oh, we love you, Marshawn. She is just a sweetheart.
Yes. But yeah, so we're about to head out, but we will be back again on Wednesday. We're gonna push it to 7:30.
We're gonna do 7:30 to give Marshawn a chance to make it on the live because we love our Marshawn.
Yeah.
And also, guys, if you guys want to send a donation our way so we can get a computer. So we ain't gotta be using our sausage fingers to look at the
And for those who also want to book a session, if you go into the description box, because we actually had a lovely suggestion from one of our fans, and so I took her advice and I changed up the description at the bottom. So if you all want to book a session, if you go back and look into the description for this video, you will see where it says book a session with Chris and Leisha.
Yeah, she did say that because I guess it was kind of hard for people to find where to book with us.
Yeah, so you all can go on there and you can book a session with us. The hours have been extended because before our schedule was a little too hectic, so we had to squeeze stuff in, but now we're full time. We have more time to actually do one-on-one sessions with you all. So definitely click on that link in the description and book your session with us. We got quite a few range of stuff to go through.
Right. So, and we even put in new shirts on Third Eye Apparel. My baby just did some really beautiful designs. OMG.
Yeah, I like the one with the sigil magic that I just made. That was pretty
You
dope.
guys check out the website Third Eye Apparel. He just put out some really nice shirts, and I'm going to start making some new jewelry for the fall. I'm going to do a fall line collection of jewelry. So right now we do have some on the website, but it's going to be brand new
and actually,
jewelry.
Some of them are left in this cabinet over here.
Yeah, we still have a few that's left. If you guys are interested in the ones, again, check out the website at Third Eye Apparel for the pendants, because we make you putting it to rest today?
Oh yeah. I had on like 4 already today, and you know it was 102 degrees outside.
Yeah, Alabama was really hot.
Mind. We ain't gonna go
about to go into something else.
Yeah, so we're about to get out, but check out the website Third Eye Apparel for the new shirts, new pendants. If you want to book a session, go down to the description down below and click on the link to book your session with Chris and Leisha.
Yes, we'll be happy to hear from you.
If y'all are new and you haven't subscribed and you're still here to this long, subscribe
because we love you and you love us. All right, so go on and subscribe. And if this video has been helpful, guys, please give us a thumbs up. Turn on your notifications so that when we come live you won't miss it. But for right now we are going to get some rest.
Yes, or some R&R.
We are sleepy. I'm tired. I'm actually tired.
Yeah.
So we love you guys. Marshawn, thank you. Honeydew, thank you. To our moderators, we love you guys so much.
Yes.
We value you and we appreciate you. Mwah.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys.